खामोश। अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर।
वालेकुम सलाम। क्या हाल है आप लोगों के?
जी सर अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ठीक।
Okay ji, so we are going to start the class. Last time we could not take the class because I was facing some problems, some home problems, that's why. So today we are continuing the topic neural network. I welcome you back. We had taken the class on machine learning in the last lecture. So machine learning is just a set of the techniques that computers can use to take a set of data and learn some patterns inside of the data, and learn how to perform a task even if we the programmers didn't give the computer explicit instruction for how to perform that task. But today we will discuss neural networks. Neural networks are different than the machine learning process, and mostly nowadays people are working on neural network for the solution of different problems in the world, even the scientific problems, not non-scientific problems, social problems, language problems, different problems are solved by the neural network programming. So today, inshallah, we will discuss on the neural network. गर्मी है आप लोगों के यहाँ?
जी सर गर्मी तो है, बहुत ज्यादा गर्मी।
बहुत हालत की है। चलें जी, सो न्यूरल नेटवर्क हम सब ने बायोलॉजी में भी न्यूरॉन्स पढ़े हैं 9th में। अगर आप लोगों ने बायोलॉजी पढ़ी है तो आप लोगों को पता होगा कि न्यूरॉन्स क्या हैं and what is the neural network. So neural networks were inspired as early as the 1940s by researchers who were thinking about how it is that humans learn, studying neuroscience and the human brain, and trying to see whether or not we can apply those same ideas to computers as well and model computers learning of the human. कुछ आ रहे हैं तो इसी वजह से मुझे भी डिस्टर्बेंस हो गई है। ओके, तो हमारे ब्रेन में न्यूरॉन्स होते हैं जिनको जब वो आपस में कंबाइन हो जाते हैं तो उनका एक नेटवर्क डेवलप होता है एंड वो काम करते हैं। मोस्टली जो मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट पीपल होते हैं, मोस्ट थॉटफुल होते हैं, वो भी हाईएस्ट लेवल पे 10% इनका यूज कर सकते हैं। बट कॉमन पीपल तो 1% बिलो 1% या 2% तक इतने तक होते हैं। तो न्यूरॉन्स आर वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट for the humans as well as for the computers. So इसी बेस पे जब ह्यूमन ब्रेन जो काम करता है वो न्यूरॉन के बेस पे करता है, तो इसी बेस पे आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस न्यूरॉन्स भी बनाए गए ताकि कंप्यूटर भी उस पे काम करे। Because this is era of artificial intelligence, so programmers and scientists are working on the neurons. Okay, so मैं खामोशी इसी वजह से हो जाता हूँ कि यहाँ से फिर वो मुझे आती हैं रिक्वेस्ट के हमें एडमिट करें। So this is the shape of neurons, and if you look here, this is the shape of neurons. खामोशी से सुने, आवाज ना करें, अगर क्वेश्चन हो तो करें, अदरवाइज खामोश हो जाएं। So if you look here कि आपको अंदाजा हो जाएगा कि how is the brain is structured. So it's a very simply the brain consists of whole bunch of neurons. And those neurons are connected and connected with each other. जितने भी हमारे ब्रेन में neurons हैं वो connected हैं with each other and communicate with each other. क्योंकि वो जो भी होता है, हम जो भी एक्शन लेते हैं वो थ्रू neurons ही होता है। तो all the neurons are connected with each other in the brain. एंड वो कम्युनिकेट, जो भी टास्क मिलता है तो आपस में कम्युनिकेट करते हैं। तो लाइक अ क्लास, लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल योर क्लास, जो भी टास्क होता है तो आप लोग कनेक्टेड होते ही हो एंड देन यू कम्युनिकेट विद ईच अदर। One was that these neurons are connected to each other and receive electrical signals. जितने भी हमारे न्यूरॉन्स होते हैं वो इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल्स रिसीव करते हैं। मीन्स यू नो यू आर द पर्सन ऑफ कंप्यूटर एंड नाउ यू आर सीनियर, यू नो ऑल द डेटा इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल्स। means जो and those signals goes to the processor and where they are processed। तो न्यूरॉन्स भी ये है कि हमारे इवन ब्रेन में, ह्यूमन ब्रेन में हो या कंप्यूटर में हो, तो वो एक इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल्स के थ्रू कम्युनिकेट करते हैं। एंड अगर आपको शायद किसी को पता हो, किसी की फैमिली में या फ्रेंड्स में हो कि जब एपिलेप्सी लोगों को होती है तो उनकी ब्रेन की इलेक्ट्रॉन न्यूरॉन्स की टेस्ट वो के ब्रेन में कम्युनिकेशन कैसे होता है, जो न्यूरॉन है उनकी एक इलेक्ट्रिकल टेस्ट होती है, जैसे ईसीजी के सिग्नल्स होते हैं ऐसे वो टेस्ट होती है, जो ये बताते हैं, टेस्ट ये शो करते हैं कि हाउ द न्यूरॉन्स आर कम्युनिकेट विद ईच अदर। मे बी आपके किसी फ्रेंड या आपकी फैमिली में किसी को अगर एपिलेप्सी हो तो उनका अगर टेस्ट हुआ होगा तो वो दे डॉक्टर मेजर डॉक्टर लुक द कम्युनिकेशन लेवल ऑफ द न्यूरॉन्स, और कहीं गैप होता है तो वो फिर उसको आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं, उसका ट्रीटमेंट करते हैं। अदरवाइज आपने मोस्टली सुना होगा कि भाई लोगों को दौरे पड़ते हैं और खड़े खड़े जो हैं गिर जाते हैं, तो इट्स ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ द न्यूरॉन्स, इफ न्यूरॉन्स आर not communicating properly with each other. Clear? So every time you look at a neural network, which we will see more of later today and this lecture, that each one of them is a really just some mathematical function that is mapping certain inputs to particular outputs based on the structure of the network, that depending on where we place particular units inside of the neural networks. So that's going to determine how it is that the network is going to function, and particular artificial neural networks are going to lend themselves to a way that we can learn what the network's parameters should be. So हम इनको अभी डिटेल में देखेंगे। Definitely there are some mathematical models and we will solve. So this will be the fundamental lecture, and if you are interested in the deep learning you have to go through in the detail, and I am trying, even your course if will be finished, I will continue this process कि अभी मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि एक लेक्चर मैं अलहदा करूँ जो सिर्फ एक्टिवेशन लेयर पे हो, कि जो people जो students are interested in the neural network they may get the proper, and even I have started the training on the Python as well. So we will discuss neural networks and artificial neural networks, because neurons process जो भी input signal होते हैं वो कैसे होते हैं, process कैसे होते हैं, hidden layer कैसे बनते हैं, and activation वो activate कैसे होते हैं। Okay, see. So artificial neural network are not the neural networks works in the human brains, and artificial neural networks are made by the computer scientist to enable the computer to develop artificial neural networks and work on the different problems or different types of the data. So this model definitely it performs a mathematical function, and how mathematical function performs it, what type of the data when we input, and what type of result when we get as a output. So definitely वो एक functions हैं, models हैं, जिसी model पे computer input the data और neural network input the data and give the output. Okay, so feel this is the one neuron. हम ये कहते हैं कि आर्टिफिशियल न्यूरॉन है, तो ये कैसे काम करेगा, जो भी इनपुट होगा सर में आए मैं हाइलाइटर को करूं, में करता हूं, जितने भी इनपुट होंगे वो यहाँ से होंगे ना, फर्ज आपने यहाँ इनपुट किया तो इस न्यूरॉन में आएंगे एंड दिस न्यूरॉन विल कनेक्ट communicate with another neuron like this one. So this neuron is the input that is connected to this neuron, and this neuron will give the output. So the like this neurons are connected with each other and give the output. Now there may be the several and complex layers of the neurons, but this is a simple. If we discuss the two neurons, this is our first neuron, or one neuron that gets input and it sends input to another neuron, means it connects or communicates with the other neuron, and this neuron will give you the output what we have required. So same is the function. Definitely, for example, these are the two variables, x1 and x2. So x1 and x2, for example, these are the two inputs, and on which हमने last lecture में discuss किया था. For example, x1 shows it's raining and x2 is showing it's not raining. कि two किस्म के inputs हैं जो probability पे काम करते हैं, जो probability show करते हैं. x1 कहता है कि भाई where there is a x1 it shows कि भाई it's raining, and where there is a x2 it shows that it's not raining. So definitely if it's raining then it will show here, and if it's not raining then ये drops जो है out हो जाएंगे. तो ये मॉडल जो भी एक्टिवेशन का है वो इसी बेस पे ही काम करता है. And if you remember this mathematical function in the last one or two lectures we discussed this कि भाई hypothesis हम एक develop करते हैं. हाइपोथेसिस हमारा ये है कि फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे हम खुद ही नेचुरल रियल लाइफ में ये देखते हैं अगर बादल आसमान पे आ जाते हैं तो हम एक हाइपोथेसिस डेवलप करते हैं कि आज बारिश होगी, एंड समटाइम्स सम पीपल से नो इस तरह के बादलों से जो बारिश नहीं होती है, बट इट्स अ हाइपोथेसिस बाय व्हिच वी शो दैट भाई रेन मे बी डन. सो x1 hypothesis show it may rain and x2 show it may not rain, but it depend on the weights like this one. So in weights पे ये काम करता है कि भाई अगर बादल के फॉर एग्जांपल this one shows x1 okay it's raining and x2 is showing it's not raining. So weight is here. If the clouds are heavy, we will definitely confirm. If the weight of the clouds is heavy, then we may be confirm that it's raining or it's not raining. So it depends on the weight, that how much weight is there. इस तरह सेम जो हमारी डेटा भी होती है तो उनमें जो हमारे क्लासेस होते हैं वो क्लासेस में जो डेटा कितने कॉन्फिडेंट है उनका वेट कितना, उसी बेस पे ही हमें जो है आउटपुट मिलता है. तो नाउ वी आर के जो भी ये होते हैं वेट, बेसिकली ये क्या होता है कि हमारे जो एक्टिवेशन लेयर हैं जो न्यूरल नेटवर्क में जितने भी एक्टिवेशन लेयर हैं वो इन्हीं पे ही काम करते हैं, वो इन्हीं पे ही बताते हैं कि भाई is it raining or not raining. So there are different activation layers in the neural network, but if you देखें कि एक तो ये है कि भाई हम अगर आउटपुट लें और ये 0 is initial point, so it may be 1. तो x axis and y axis में कि ये स्टेप फंक्शन है इसमें हमें पता चलता है कि भाई रिजल्ट क्या आना है, yes में आना है या no में आना है. But if you see this is the linear, this is the linear. अगर आप ये देखें तो it's a linear, and ये डॉट डॉट में जो हमारी लाइन है या स्टेप में लाइन है यूं रिजल्ट linear लिए जाते हैं. इसमें कोई फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी नहीं है, मींस yes or no, 1 or 0. That's why I tell you there are two type of the activation functions. One is a linear, second is a non-linear. So linears are straightforward, आपको बताएंगे कि भाई हाँ बारिश होगी या नहीं होगी. But if you look here, this is a different. This is a ace type. अगर आप ये देखें कि एक बेल है इसमें and ace type function है, that is called the sigmoid. So sigmoid is different. It gives you result minus infinity to infinity. Means 0 to 1 आपको ये result मिलेगा, and it's different than the other activation function. So what activation function do? Activation function ये करता है कि जो भी हम input करते हैं तो वो डिफरेंट लेयर के थ्रू जाता है एंड उसमें बैक प्रोपेगेशन भी होती हैं। तो एक्टिवेशन लेयर बैक प्रोपेगेशन या जितने भी प्रॉब्लम आते हैं वो आउटपुट को एक्टिवेट करता है ताकि हमें आउटपुट मिल पाए। एक्टिवेशन फंक्शन बेसिकली हमें जो आउटपुट होता है उसको एक्टिवेट करता है ताकि वो हमें एक्टिवेशन मिल पाए। क्योंकि अगर यहाँ आप देखें, इफ यू लुक हियर एट द स्टेप फंक्शन, तो इट डिफाइंड लाइक द, हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया था कि भाई वन इफ द रिजल्ट ऑफ द मल्टीप्लाइंग द वेट्स बाय द इनपुट्स इज एट लीस्ट जीरो, जितना भी वेट है अगर ये हम इसको 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करें तो वेट विल बी डेफिनेटली जीरो। तो जितना भी उसका वेट होगा अगर 0 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो 0 आएगा। सो यू कैन थिंक ऑफ दिस लाइन लाइक दिस डॉटेड लाइन, ये जो डाउन हो रही है मिड से, यहाँ से मिडिल से यूं डाउन हो रही है। इफ यू लुक हियर, so effectively it's stays at the zero level। ये देखें, it's a zero level all the way, जितना भी ये हैं it's at the zero level from bottom to up।
सर
yes
सर अभी आपने सर बैक प्रोपोगेशन का सर बताया था। सर बैक प्रोपोगेशन सर क्या करेगा ये हमारे
आते
न्यूरल
हैं
नेटवर्क के अंदर?
आते हैं उसी पे भी आते हैं ना, है वो भी है, उसको भी डिफाइन करते हैं उसको डिफाइन करते हैं। तो ठीक है। सो देन जो ये लीनियर क्या होता है कि भाई लीनियर में हम जो भी करें, बट वी आल्सो saw that if we didn't just want to purely binary classification, it's not necessary that always we have the binary classification. There may be the different types of the classification. So if we didn't want purely 1 or 0, but we wanted to allow for some in between real number values, so we could use a different function like this function. This is a sigmoid, na? So we may, and you, if you look here, somewhere some people are in waiting. Okay. अच्छा, जो जितने भी आप स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो बगैर अपने नाम के होगा मैं उसको रिमूव करूंगा। अब जैसे यहाँ एक है कोई ओप्पो है क्या है, तो उनको मैं रिमूव करूंगा। आप अपने नाम से ही आए, ये नहीं हुए कि भाई आप जिससे भी आए। सो वेट जस्ट, ओप्पो पता नहीं ओप्पो कौन है भाई, तो ओप्पो इज गोइंग टू बी रिमूव्ड। Okay. So there are a number of choices you have. It's not necessary that you should use the sigmoid. There are several activation layers, activation functions you may use. But the one that we looked at was the logical sigmoid function. That is sort of an ace shape, जैसे आपने ये देखा। Yes, Junaid? Junaid is there?
Yes sir, वो no issue sir, by mistake
Okay.
and बस click हो गया था।
ठीक। एक ये इस टाइप ये भी फंक्शन है जिसको हम लॉजिस्टिक सेगमॉइड कहते हैं। That has a sort of some an ace-shaped curve. So where we could represent this as a probability. Means what is the probability of raining and what is the probability of not raining, we may show through the sigmoid. So that may be somewhere in between the probability of rain of something like 0.5. I told you before that it was from 0 to 1, and maybe a little bit later the probability of rain is 0.8. And so rather than just have a binary classification of 0 or 1, so we can allow for numbers that are in between as well. So today in this lecture we will discuss the sigmoid. Sigmoid is the activation function that enables the output to give you yes or no, 1 or 0. So output will show you the result either positive or negative. Means what is the there? Definitely it would be the binary. Another activation function is a ReLU, most common and most famous activation layer. Nowadays, majority of people are using the ReLU. ReLU stands for Rectified Linear Unit, a very common activation function. So it turns out there are many other different types, as I told you. So ReLU is one of those functions. रेलू जैसे फिर कौन आ गया उमर, इसी वजह मैं खामोश हो जाता हूँ जब वो मेरे पास रिक्वेस्ट आ जाती हैं. So the way the ReLU works is that it just takes as an input and it takes the maximum of that input and 0. So if it's a positive, it remains unchanged. But if it's a negative, it goes ahead and level out at 0. So there are several other, but ReLU performs in a very good way. There's a 10, there's the other, as I once told you, the sigmoid. You may, if you are working on the text, the sigmoid gives a better results. And even if you are working on the images and even on the text and other things, ReLU is a good because it activates your output. And if there are some errors, some problems, it will correct it. बिल्कुल उसको बेहतर कर देगा. But in short, each of these activation functions you can just think of as a function that gets applied to the result of all of this computation. What are the results we are getting through the output? No? So we take some function g and apply it to the result of the all of that calculation, and this then is what we saw. If you look here, this is a g function. And g function is the same. This is the weight 0, weight 1, weight 2, and this is equal to hypothesis x1, x2. And this, I'm not going to define again this function because we discussed several times in our previous lectures. So this then is what we saw last time even. So like that function. So the way of defining some hypothesis function that takes on inputs, calculates some linear combination of those inputs, and then passes it through some sort of activation function to get our output. And so this actually turns out to be the model for the simplest of neural network that we are going to instead represent this mathematical idea graphically, you know, by using like this structure. If you see, this is the x1. Like here, if you see, this is the hypothesis x1, x2, and the g function. So if I graphically present here, so this is the hypothesis x1 and x2, and this is the g. G means what type of the weight we defined here. These W0, W1, W2. अगर आप यहाँ देखें तो ये हमारा वही hypothesis ही है x1, x2, and this is the result output. This is the input, this is the output. So and now look clearly. This is the x1, this is the x2, and this is the output. For example, this x1 shows it's raining or 1, and x2 showing not raining or 0. So what is the probability? The activation layer. By the activation layer, we may get the result here. Right? This weight 1 and weight 2. ये लाइन न पढ़ने मैं फिर इसको शो करूंगा, मुझे पता चल जाएगा. तो ये हरकतें ना करें. मैं अभी इसको ना कर दूंगा कि भाई जो भी ये एनोटेशन कर रहा है उसको शो करो. एक तो मैं डिसेबल भी कर सकता हूँ यहाँ से मगर मैं देखना चाहता हूँ ये हरकत कौन कर रहा है, तो अभी उसका नाम आ जाएगा। तो यहाँ से इनपुट आया, यहाँ से इनपुट आया, वेट के साथ मल्टीप्लाई हुआ एंड देन यहाँ आउटपुट आ गया, लास्ट में जो हमारा आउटपुट आ गया। You see, okay, this is
हेलो
end.
अस्सलाम सर।
अस्सलाम।
हाँ सर, ये बाय मिस्टेक मुझसे हुआ था, प्लान
हाँ,
नहीं है, बाय मिस्टेक मुझसे हुआ था ये,
ठीक ठीक, थैंक
इसके लिए सॉरी सर।
ओके गुड, दिस इज अ गुड। सो ओके जी, क्योंकि मैं ना माइक ऑफ करता हूँ, आई नो यू आर वेरी गुड ना, एनोटेशन का कुछ करता हूँ। तो इफ यू लुक दिस मॉडल, दिस इज x1, any data, any variable या any class, for example there are 2 class in your data set। अगर हम आपके डेटा सेट की बात करें कि फॉर एग्जांपल आपके 2 क्लासेस हैं डेटा सेट में, वन क्लास is named as a x1, any type of data may be there, it depend on you that what type of the data set you are going to process, so any type of the data may be there, and this is another class that is called the x2, there may be any type of the data, but assume for example this is a raining, yes, this is not raining, no, or 1 or 0 for example, or maybe any data. So this data, now what is the weight there? Means what is the probability of this input and what is the probability of this input? It will be the multiplied by the, and here will you get. So this is a some of what we call the word zero. ये एक biased value होते हैं जो ऑटोमेटिकली खत्म हो जाते हैं। These are the biased values। जब हम न्यूरल नेटवर्क पे काम करते हैं तो ये biased values डेवलप होते हैं and these are finished at time. So how exactly does this model work? If you look here, so each of these two inputs represents, as I told you, one of our input variable x1 and x2. And notice that these inputs are connected to this output. This is the output via these edges. So which are going to be defined by their weights of W1 and W2. And so these ages, ये जो हैं ages हैं, इनको हम, ये तो आपने कंप्यूटर ग्राफिक्स में उसमें पढ़ा होगा कि these are not called the line but these are called the ages. So these ages each have a weight associated with them, and weight 1 and weight 2, and then this output unit. So what it's going to do is it is going to calculate output based on those output inputs, input के उनका output तभी मालूम होगा कि what is the output, what is their probability. So this based all the output comes on the based of these two weights. So this unit is going to multiply all the weights. What are weights here? W1 and W2. And in this bias, जो ये मैंने आपको बताया कि this is the bias. W0 is a bias term, and which you can think of as an extra W0. That is not a part of this function, but it is an extra. So that gets added into it, and then we pass it through an activation layer. So what is the function of activation layer? Activation layer will remove this bias. इसको निकाल देगा, इसकी जरूरत ही नहीं होगी. So this then is just a graphical way of representing the same idea, means this idea, okay, this idea. And so just mathematically, and we are going to call this a very simple neural network. It's a neural network, and very simple or fundamental or basic neural network. And we would like for this neural network to be able to learn how to calculate some function. So that we want some function for the neural network to learn. And the neural network is going to learn what should the value of W0, W1, and W2 be. So what should the activation function be in order to get the result that we would expect. Now we are discussing the gradient descent. So gradient descent is basically an algorithm for minimizing loss This is, for example, these extra residues or biases are come here, or there may be the losses on the output. So the gradient descent is going to minimize the loss when you are training a neural network. For example, you are using the LSTM or other neural network model. So when will you go to train that model, the uh, gradient descent will minimize the loss. So, and recall that loss refers to how bad or hypothesis function happens to be, that we can define certain loss function. इससे ही पता चलेगा कि जो हमारा हाइपोथेसिस था या जो हमने मॉडल बनाया है उसमें कितना प्रॉब्लम है, वो ट्रू है या फॉल्स है या बेड है, whatsoever. So this loss function is just a mathematical function, and when you have a mathematical function in calculus, what you could do is calculate something known as the gradient, which you can think of as like a slope. So it's the direction the loss function is moving at any particular point, and what it's going to tell us is in which direction should we be moving these weights in order to minimize the amount of loss. What is the loss there? So there may be a gradient descent or a stochastic gradient descent or a standard gradient descent, mini batch gradient descent algorithms or others, but we will not discuss those in this lecture because we don't have a huge time. So in a little time we just define this, that these type of the loss function basically minimize the loss of the model, ताकि मॉडल का लॉस कम से कम हो एंड वो हमें बेहतर से बेहतर एक्यूरेसी और रिजल्ट दे. So let's discuss the neural network. That is our purpose. This is another model of the neural network. If you look here, this is the input 1, input 2, and input 3, and these are the output. Output 1, output 2, output 3, output 4, and even there may be the several output more, and there may be the more input. One thing is interesting. If you look here, this is the input. What is the input? It depends on the what type of data are you using. But if you look here, this input is connected with all the outputs, and this even means that single input may give you several output. Like here, 4 output, and even several input may combine to get the single output. So this model shows that how the neural network works, and this is the functionality of the neurons. There are different type of the neurons that may be our human neurons or artificial neurons that are connected to get the results. For this is a one input, you saw single thing. For example, you saw a single thing when you are walking on the way, or especially if you are looking at your screen, you have single input, but there may be the several output of your this single input. यही होता है ना, आप रास्ते में जाते हैं, आप चीज तो एक ही देखते हैं, but you may get several output of that thing. This is the function of the neurons, and the same is here. There are 3 inputs and there are 4 outputs. Even the single input may be give you 4 output. So as I told you, there may be the activation function or function may be the linear, maybe the non-linear. So if the linear means there may be the state by 1 or 0. So we cannot differentiate here that either it's separate or combined. But if we will make a line here, sorry, it's not a straight line, but okay. Now these are the 2 separated variables. This is the x1, this is the x1, this is the x2. So 2 functions are here, or 2 classes are here. These are 2 classes. If you look here, these are two classes. This is a class 1, this is a class 2, जिस पे आप कोई भी मॉडल बनाएंगे. But जितने भी हैं इनको एक सिंगल लाइन ने सेपरेट कर दिया. So it's important then to think about what the limitation of this sort of approach is. So of just taking some linear combination of inputs like this one and this one. So these are the linear combination of the inputs and passing it into some sort of the activation function that, for example, we are using the any activation function that is the linear definitely. So, and it turns out that when we do this in the case of binary classification, so this is a binary classification, either it will rain or not rain. So we can only predict things that are linearly separable because we are taking a linear combination of inputs and using that to define some decision boundary or threshold. So then what we get, yes, so what we get is a situation where if we have this gate of this set of data can predict a line, जैसे ये line मैंने बनाई है ना, इस बेस पे अभी हम बनाएंगे कि भाई रेनिंग के जी प्रोबेबिलिटी कितनी है एंड नॉट रेनिंग की प्रोबेबिलिटी कितनी है. So like this, where we have seen this type of situations before, so where there is a no straight line that just goes straight through the data that will divide the rate points. Like here, this line divide the rate points away from the value points. And it's a more complex decision boundary, definitely. The decision boundary somehow needs to capture the things inside of the circle, and there isn't really a line that, for example, I draw a line, but if before there was no line, so you may be confused. So, okay, so now what was proposed was the idea of a multi-layer neural network, and even if you look at the perception is only capable of learning linear separable decision कि हम इनको कैसे separate करें, ये जो line बनाते हैं इसी पे हम इनको कैसे separate करें. So this doesn't seem like it's going to generalize a world to situation where real world data is involved, because real world data often isn't linear. Keep in mind, real world data is often not linear. हम जो भी real world data देखते हैं वो spread होती है, मुख्तलिफ जगहों पे पड़ी होती है. That is not the linear, but it may be the conceptual, perceptive, कि हम perceive करें कि भाई this is a linear. But हम अगर अपनी दुनिया में देखें तो सामान कुछ कहाँ पड़ा होता है, कुछ कहाँ पड़ा होता है, या डेटा भी linear नहीं होती है, but definitely perceptive, it is the linear. So it often isn't the case that we can just draw a line, हम line करें और वो हो जाए. So perceptron is just only capable of the learning linearly separable decision boundary. Where the linear data is available, we will perform the perceptron. And so if you look here, this is the real world data. No? This is a real world data, because real world data is not separable, not the linear. It is a separable, but not the linear. It's a mix or in the crowd or in something else. So what was proposed was the idea of a multi-layer neural network, that so far all of the neural networks. बातें ना करें बातें. So इसमें आप देखें तो इसमें मिक्स है सारी डेटा. So now this is like the multi-neural network. So what is multi-neural network? It is basically combination of the different neural networks. उसमें कितने बहुत से neural network हो सकते हैं. Inputs are the connected to those outputs which are जैसे हमने पहले आपको बताया कि there are 3 inputs and 4 outputs, but in a multi-layer neural network this is going to be an artificial neural network. So that has an input layer and it has an output layer as well, but also has one or more hidden layers in between. So other layers of artificial neurons or units that are going to calculate their values as well. So this is a simple neural network model. If you look here, there are 3 inputs, and this is the output, and output is connected with the input through 3 edges. But if you look here, one other layer is injected in the between the these two This is a single layer of input and this layer is of output, but here one extra layer is injected. This is a hidden layer. Okay, this is a hidden layer. This is the initial layer that inputs the data, and this is the final layer that give you the output. This is the hidden layer. So now the input is not directly going to output as here. If you look here, the input is going to the hidden layer.